National Public Radio, or No Penis Radio as Stephen Colbert has titled it, is an important part of the establishment's propaganda machine. It serves as a false beacon for many people in this country, masquerading as a valid alternative to mainstream media when in reality offering very little in substance, sometimes even less than the other news sources they tend to criticize. The effect NPR has is particularly dangerous because it can divert potentially informed people away from the truth. This is something they accomplish in two ways. First, they drop just enough morsels of truth for the listener to remain enticed, at least by FM radio standards. Then they spend the majority of the rest of their time flattering their audience's egos and reinforcing the image they have of themselves, which is that of a well-informed and proactive citizen. Perhaps we should scrap NPR and start an entirely new national radio network, one in which the staff were voted in or out by the listeners. Maybe that would put some spark into these jabronis to actually be an excellent source for news and information, instead of simply being the best on the dial and then resting on their laurels. They're doing an okay job with human interest stories, focusing on the hardships individuals are facing as a result of this economic hijacking. But then again, what good is that when NPR's blackout of the important issues is part of the reason we're suffering in the first place? Then there's the most repugnant aspect of it all, the pledge drive. This is when they ask us to pay them for their services to society. This is what really gets my goat. Not only do they try just as hard as the networks to keep us confused and feeling disempowered, but they expect us to pay them for it. They seem to have no problem digging deep when a story involves a Hollywood actor or a musician, but they suddenly lose their nuts when the issue of real politics or the erosion of the Constitution arises. Except on rare occasions, I find them to be among the most insidious of the gatekeepers.